Today for our Hollywood happenings, Jim Ferguson is talking the movie Denial. And Jim, you have some really good stuff to say about the movie.
Yeah, I do. It's doing very well at the box office. It's a wonderful film. And the lady that has the passion from her novel, Deborah Lipstad is her name. She's a professor at Emory University in Atlanta, Georgia. And she wrote a book about the Holocaust, and a German historian who was a denier sued her. And she went to London, we know the story, and went to court. And it's a very famous story. And Deborah is just passionate to talk to about this. And she's won all kinds of awards. She's on the UN consultant for the Holocaust. And should we go to Deborah?
Yeah, let's see what she has to say.
Deborah, I just love the opening of the film. You as a teacher, which you are, teaching a classroom in college about the Holocaust, and that kind of set the whole story in motion. Mm-hmm. You agree?
I love it that you love that piece. I am a teacher at heart. I love my students. I love to teach. I love being in the classroom. I love to see them figuring things out. I don't have to tell them what they should think. I love them working it through. I love good answers, but I adore good questions.
Yeah, I do. I felt the same way, yeah. Why did you decide to take David Irving on?
Well, it's more, he sued me. I could have tried to ignore it, but of course on a practical level he could have come after me in the States for my property and things like that. Mm-hmm. But more importantly, there was a much bigger issue. Mm-hmm. And that was that if I didn't fight him, because of the nature of British libel law, I would have been found guilty. If I had been found guilty, that would have meant I libeled him. And his version of the Holocaust, his claims about the Holocaust, which are completely false, and of course the judge found having no basis in fact, would have been seen as true. Mm-hmm. And I just felt that history is, there are facts in history. Of course there are things we debate. You're a former teacher, you know that. We debate all sorts of things, you know, why was the Civil War fought, or could the war have been avoided, and all sorts of things. But
a lot of if questions.
But there was a Civil War. There was a war between the states, a civil war, and we know that. For someone to deny that is ludicrous. And it's similar with the Holocaust, but there are people willing to believe, and I just felt I couldn't let that happen to history.
Mm. And I'm certainly glad you did.
Thank you.
And I think the world is too.
Thank you very much.
Comment on Rachel Weisz, her portrayal, walking in your shoes.
I couldn't feel happier than having my story entrusted to Rachel. I knew her work, of course, when she signed on, but not as well as I know it now. But I was very lucky. She wanted to know my story. She wanted to know who I was. She wanted to get an essence of Deborah Lipstad, not to copy me, but to internalize certain aspects of who I was and then to portray them as she acted, as she played the role. And it was just an unbelievably wonderful experience. It was a privilege and an honor. A privilege because she's such a masterful actor, and an honor because she really, deep down, feels so strongly about the nature of prejudice and hatred.
The courtroom drama was incredible, and Rachel played you being very intense and wanting to jump in and not being able to talk. Right. Was masterful, as were Tom and Tim. Mm-hmm. They were like two great coaches going up against each other. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, they were great. They were great. The movie is filled with terrific acting and terrific portrayals. I couldn't be happier.
All right, I'm sure she is very happy. She's a nice lady, isn't she, Deborah Lipstad?
Yeah, I was saying it must be so hard to portray somebody that's on set and that's their real story, so that's so interesting.
That's a very good point.
Yeah.
That's a very good point. And both Tom Wilkinson and Timothy Spall could be nominated for supporting actors.
Wow,
They're
that good?
They're that good, yeah. Boo.
Who?
Tyler Perry.
You cracked me up.
The movie is Boo, a Medea Halloween. And of course, we're all ready for Halloween. And I don't want to say it's typical, it's a little bit different. And I will talk to Tyler on Friday, and I'll review his movie, Boo, a Medea Halloween. Boo-hoo.
It obviously works. His his movies.
They all are successful.
Yeah.
And I'm biting my lip because I'm going to review it.
Okay. Well, they say if it's not, broke, don't fix it kind of thing. He's got an equation down. It's working out.
Oh, yeah, he does.
Now, if you would like to watch more of Jim's interviews, visit TucsonMorningBlend.com and search for Hollywood Happenings.